Africa, your first in housing news.
Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Number one. Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Housing Development Progress. In Nigeria. Housing Development Progress. In Africa. Housing Development Program and the globe. Number one, Housing Development Program.
Glad to have you join me on another informative episode of Housing Development this week. Happy Eid al-Fitr to all our Muslim viewers. I am Flora Ani, your housing diva. Starting off today, we'll look at electricity and housing, the situation of electricity in residential areas, hike in electricity tariff, and Nigerians' reaction to the hike. Before we begin, as usual, let's bring you up to speed on the happenings in the housing sector.
The housing estates built for low-income earners by the Bayelsa State government at Anyama in southern Ijaw local government area and Okaka in Yenagoa, the state capital, have been allegedly taken over by some government officials and political leaders in the state. The Anyama low-income estate Phase 1 was built during the tenure of former governor Henry Seriake Dixon, which was reportedly commissioned hastily and left incomplete upon his departure from office on February 12, 2020. It lacked essential amenities such as internal roads, toilet facilities, electricity, and security, among others. The estate, comprising 42 units with 84 flats on 200 hectares of land, has since been abandoned by the Doye-Diri-led administration since he took over office as the governor of the state. The co-founder and executive director of Climate Action Africa, Grace Mba, has warned that coastal cities such as Lagos are at risk of flooding due to the escalation of sea levels. In a statement, she noted that Nigeria facing a climate change challenge, which makes it very prone to severe problems caused by a warming planet, including extreme weather events like floods and droughts, rising sea levels, and ecological disruptions. She added that these challenges would not only threaten Nigeria's environment, but also affect its economy, society, and people's overall happiness. The Akwa Ibom state government has issued warning about deceitful land speculators in government-assigned areas, pretending to be landowners to defraud unaware individuals. The commissioner for lands in the state, Iniobong Ekong, raised the alarm during a discussion with journalists in Uyo. He emphasized that scammers are focusing on government-earmarked housing development sites in Uyo, Ibesipo, Asutan, and other areas within the state. Ekong cautioned the public to remain vigilant against these activities, highlighting that the situation wasn't when the speculators began accusing the government of theft and unauthorized conversion of their purported land without compensation. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Monday welcomed Pelumi Nubi, a travel content creator, to the government house. Following her arrival in Lagos from London by road on Sunday afternoon, the governor appointed Pelumi Nubi as the Lagos brand ambassador, offering her a new car, house, and customized plate number. According to reports, Pelumi Nubi received a heroic welcome upon her arrival in Lagos on Sunday after completing a solo 68-day drive from London, United Kingdom. Nubi had previously announced her plan to undertake the journey from London to Lagos several months ago.
African Housing, Construction and Finance, do well to visit www.africanhousingnews.com. The importance of electricity in our daily lives, starting with the house, cannot be overemphasized. The erratic power supply in Nigeria is generally believed to be the bane of economic and industrial development in the country. This report coming up seeks to highlight the electricity situation in most homes across the country. Let's have a look.
Decent, affordable housing is important to families. Certainly, it fulfills a basic human need for shelter, but it also contributes to the well-being of both parents and children. Decent, affordable housing reduces stress, toxins and infectious diseases, which leads to improvement in both physical and mental health. But without electricity, humans cannot completely enjoy a decent and affordable accommodation. Electricity is fundamental to housing needs, but unfortunately, Nigerians' multi-decade-long electricity problems have remained persistent in recent years. Truth, however, is that more Nigerians lack electricity than can be imagined. People suffer in silence without complaining. Without electricity, one cannot experience comfort in a home, so this is a major necessity in every home. Housing Development went into the FCT metropolis to speak to some Nigerians on the power situation in their areas.
Not fair enough, because other country that does not even have what we have, and they are enjoying electricity 24 hours.
I would say fair. It's not been too regular. Sometimes they are on, but it's not reliable.
To me, although that's where I live in Papi, the electricity issue, nothing to write home all about.
They take the light, but they bring it back within minutes. But maybe if it rains, that's when maybe they can take it for like, maybe let's say the whole day. But at night, they usually bring it. But if there is no problem, we normally have lights.
However, the people have urged the government to look into this situation with effect to the provision of meters to each home, enabling them to know the exact unit at which power is being consumed.
The issue of metering is very important, so that they too can recoup whatever they have invested, and they should ensure more transmission of power, especially to those that are residents in FCT.
I advise the government to increase power supply, electricity supply, because there are areas that don't have like.
There are 4 buildings that just use 1 meter, so they brought like 300,000 naira bill for us. For just 1 month, the best thing is for us to use meter, so we can regulate the amount of light we use.
Instead of sitting that one place doing nothing, let them go out, do researches, find out, go to the local areas, go to the local places, go and look at what people are facing. They don't give you lights and they still give you bills. If you are not using the lights, then where is the bill coming from? People can't even feed yet, and you are telling them about electricity that you are not even seeing.
Electricity is vital to comfort in every home, because when people experience comfort in their homes, it translates to national development. Audio Jungle.